The Rugby World Cup swings into its third round of action, where England will be up against the fourth place Namibian team. A team already with a win under its belt, and like much of the other minnows of the competition, will be looking to damage this Tier 1 nation any way they can. Hello everyone and welcome to Cornflakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Nathan Nicholls Beer Pro career, where we are at the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Undefeated with bonus points every match so far, England are looking every bit of the team we expect them to be, but they are relying still heavily on one man, that is Nathan Nicholls, to do their damage. It won't come until the second to last round of round robin play, where they face France, with a true test of how good this team really is will come about. For now though, it is the task of taking out the minnows, and today Namibia are on the menu. And here is the Namibian team for today's matchup. There's no big names you're really going to stand out and say they'll change the matchup. Ballbringers are one with club experience in South Africa, and Bob for the fullback, another one who can at least put some top-level rugby on his CV. But come the day like this, up against a team like England, who have been flying very well so far in this Rugby World Cup, it looks like it is not much they can really do here to stop the juggernaut of England. Like the other teams we spoke of just before, they'll be looking to maybe put some players in hospital, maybe upset them in a physical sense, try and put them in situations they'll be uncomfortable with. And we all know, when it comes to sport, what's written on paper is nothing like what happens on the field. So we are all set to go here. Nicholls to kick this one off. England, of course, being the side to play in the away strip today. Both teams with pretty predominantly white kits. England have chosen to go with their red away strip for today's matchup. Namibia playing in the mainly white with a bit of green and a bit of blue in there, as well as the referee does call ready, and the kickoff from Nicholls is underway. Namibia receiving, and they have not received it. They have, in fact, just stolen it from out the grasp of the English chasers, and it will be the minnows team to attack first, and a half line break straight off the whistle, and a turnover ball as well, which is kicked straight down the throat of Botha at fullback. Well, we know what Botha can do. He is a dangerous player if given the chance, and a mark taken straight off there will give them the chance to play a bit of territory. It's gone straight down the throat of the most dangerous man on the paddock. That is Nathan Nicholls. Cuts away from one, goes away from 2 and 3. The Defenders involved. They offload it down Ford. Ford gets away, but he gets tackled eventually. What a blistering start from Nathan Nicholls. A little grubber through, but taken at the back from Botha, and Nicholls goes flying into touch. Not the plan he would have liked. Ball in hand is much more his style. Here come the Namibians again, looking to play their way out of their own goal. Surely they'll have to kick this sooner or later. It does come back to them now, and they do kick it away. Left side, there's 2 men there for England. Nicholls is the one that picks it up once again. He goes around the outside, one to beat. He doesn't need to beat any of them. He just runs all the way, and Nathan Nicholls scores first. He threatened in that first little scamper, but he was just pulled down by sheer numbers. The spiral punt was right down the throat, and he just put the foot down. No one could keep up with the speed, and Nicholls dots down in the corner. It was a good kick. They had no other choice there, Namibia, but maybe they should have kicked for touch and looked to reset. Giving a man like this, the best counter-attacking player in World Rugby, an opportunity like that is just suicide for your defence. So out in the left-hand touchline, he's got a hard kick to open up his match versus the Namibian side to make it 7. He's not missed one all tournament so far, Nathan. And it continues on today, another successful kick. And he goes 7-0, all scored by himself. Definitely not the way Namibia wanted to start this game. They're kicking off into English territory. Armitage has got a nice ball away to Nicholls, and he has the touch isolated there. But they do win it back. Oh, they've got a good run away here from Williams, and he's gone through a big gap. Dragged down by two Namibian defenders. Left side, the ball is on. Change direction as well, goes to Nicholls. Nicholls in behind them as well. Fullback doesn't know what's happening, and Nicholls will streak away his second of the match. And this is an emphatic start by Nathan Nicholls. 2 tries in 12 minutes, and it looks ominous now for Namibia. Almost too easy. He called the switch. You don't see it. The replay does not go back far enough. But it was curtains from there on in. And he even took out 2 at the end as well, who couldn't hold him up. Botha coming back to try and wrap the English fullback up. But what was he thinking earlier on there? You saw him. He was in centre field, and he didn't make anything happen. He didn't run towards Nicholls. He did nothing. And once that space in behind was noticed, it was goodbye from there on in. Much easier than the first shot at goal for Nicholls. Right in front. And he hammers that one over as well. It's 14-0. England, much like their opening 2 matches, putting points on the board early. Namibia would have dreamed of better starts than this one. But 2 tries down, it's a long way back for a team like that. They go back around the corner, and Voitov eventually switches it back to Atwood. And they try and force their way through. Nicholls has the ball now, and he looks like he's going to kick. He does. Bizarre to see Nicholls kicking so much against a team like Namibia. Oh, he's met with his opposite number. Oh, he's thrown the ball over as well. Oh, he just about gets away from him too. It's there for Ford. Goes to the right-hand side. Shifting out to numbers, and a chance out wide for Matty Banahan. Breaks one. It goes into touch. Banahan found some good form in their last match versus Portugal. And he'll be looking to extend that, trying to get the likes of a Stanley involved as well. Stolen, is it? It is! Stolen by Namibia at the line-outs. And we've seen it all tournament long. These small teams are playing well in the set piece. They're getting the basics right, and that is all that matters.
Release.
Still though, got to force their way out of their 22. Chance for a turnover. It could be there. It could be there, and it is there. Armitage to Voitov. Gets it over the top of Nicholls. They keep it alive as well. Stanley going to line. Stanley to the corner. No! Great tackle. And Nicholls is held short. He wasn't expecting the ball. Karma. Armitage. This is set to be a try inside ball. Oh, good tackle there. And Armitage is taken down with a big hit. Here's Nicholls looking for the hat trick. What a punishing shot there on Nathan Nicholls. Trouble too for England. They're going to lose this ball. His car has come back to... it's come back to Namibia. They could lose the ball and lose a try. They have. It's all happened at once there. Who is the scorer? It is Stanley. He's finally on the board for the Rugby World Cup. But it was a messy, messy try. Short play. Wasn't expecting it. Well, he really was expecting it. He should have been expecting it. And then Stanley dragging the defender over with him. It's the 3rd try for England. His first in the tournament as well. This is amateur stuff from Namibia. You expect a team like England to make the most of that. So Nicholls lining up. Shot at goal number 3. To make it 21-0. Just to the left side. Strikes it powerfully, through it goes. And another 2 points for Nathan. England doing this easy at the moment. No real competition whatsoever from the likes of Namibia, from the likes of Portugal. And from the likes of Belgium opening up their campaign. Home on this time. Oh, wow! Big high shot there on Stefan Armitage. They got away for there, no card. Not even a talking to by the ref. But they haven't got away with a thunderous kick by Nathan Nicholls, who puts this one in touch, just short of the 22. He opts for a 7-man line out. Here's in the line. Taken from Voitov. It's claimed at the back, and here comes England. Wide for Armitage, who's put up a bomb. This is interesting. This is a tester. Armitage has got it back. He's offloaded to Williams, and Williams is over now for England. What a kick from Guy Armitage. And he regained it himself as well, and Jeffrey Williams scores. Big bomb. Come down with snow on it. It was that high. And Nicholls, well, he overrun it, didn't he? He went a bit too far. But it didn't matter because Armitage, he had this one covered completely. And it was an equally nice pass too from Armitage to find it to his loose head prop that put it away very well indeed for England, who are taking this game by storm. And it's more equally impressive to see these other players in the squad that don't have number 15 jumper on their back doing the job, scoring points. Here is Nicholls with the shot at goal. And he adds the extra 2. England doing it easy now. It's 28-0. England over Namibia. So back to halfway. Come the trailing side. 28-0 behind they are. The kickoff is up and away to the right-hand side for England's attack. And it's gone backwards a bit there. A bit of a dodgy one. Nicholls has fallen on it. And it's been stolen from Namibia. Now's the chance for lifetime. They put it wide. They could put this one away. But a great tackle dragging him. Oh no! This is bad for Namibia. Jason Baldwin is gone, and he is one of their few players with experience at a decent level. The change coming on in midfield. But this is massive for the future of Namibia's World Cup. I mean, he is a guy that they really rely on. And with him off the field, it's going to kill their attacking chances. But they do have a scrum. They are less than 10 metres out. They win the scrum well too. They go open side. Namibia on numbers out wide. It's 2-on-2 inside ball. Got to be a chance. It's got to be a try. Namibia out wide. One of their greatest moments of international rugby. They have scored a try against England. What a moment. What a try from Dames. Out wide they went. Inside pass there from the replacement on for Baldwin. Then it was a numbers game as they backed around behind the pass that kept flowing. They were 2-on-2, but it's this ball right here, and 3 men continued left. No one carried on left for England. And that is a superb try from Dames to cap off, well, what is ultimately a disappointing little passage there for Namibia. They've come away with 5 points against England. That is a highlight of the tournament as Bota slips it to the left side. It wobbled, it straightened eventually, but it didn't hold the line of the left hand upright and curled away. Unsuccessful conversion for Namibia. Nicholls back to halfway. He's going to get play back underway. We're nearing half time. 37 minutes just ticks over. It's a deep kick and it's well claimed there on the 22. Namibia have cut the lead to 23. And that will really hurt England. We're up with the line, Nicholls. Looking to do some defensive duties here. We're going to make some tackles. which is the key reason why we're up here. Straight at him, there we go. There's number 3, that's what we're looking for. And look at it, we're up 2, not stuck in that ruck. Get back there, get back, Karma. You can look after. Oh, they've thrown it over. This is even better. Armitage around the corner. It's a little hickledy-pickledy left and right plays from England. Banahan. Atwood does well, switches play nicely in a big hole through the middle. Armitage, one over the top. Got to be a try, England. Bust through 1 and 2. He's going for another try. Williams doing it all. Karma. Oh, the little step. And he leaves them grasping in thin air. Karma scores, and that is England's try once again. 33-15. Dan Karma with a great try. Well, he went close, didn't he, Williams? He was very close. And with Nicholls lurking, Karma said, nope. And he does, well, it looked a bit more impressive if you take away the fact that it was the second rower that he was beating. Another tremendous run there from the forward pack of England, and a little go and show and let it go by. Karma scores a great try. It's good to see him on the scoreboard as well. The more the merrier for England, because they need everyone firing on all cylinders if they're going to get anywhere in this World Cup. Half time has been and gone, so we are in extra time. 45 minutes has gone up now. Nathan Nicholls from the left-hand sideline makes no mistake. Successful kick from the fullback. And 35-5 is the score. Namibia will go into the half-time break, trailing England by 30 points. Well, it has been a glorious day for Namibia. They have scored a try against one of the best teams in the world, England. They have just the 5 points to their name, but that is more than what they probably aimed at doing here today against this English side. They've caused some trouble on attack, but defensively they have been carved to absolute ribbons. 28% of possession is not enough to win your big game against a team like England, and 32% of territory ain't going to do it either. Both sides pretty tidy with ball in hand, just one handing error apiece. And the injury to Baldwin is a bit of a concern for the Namibians, but I think compensated by a try will make them more than happy enough with how things have gone. Kicking game by England has been strong. They've chosen to look for territory and control the game how they want to play it. They're doing well too. 35-5 over Namibia. They are looking good to clean sweep the tournament so far and go win-win-win all the way to the bank. So we are set to get things back underway for the second half of this Rugby World Cup clash between England and Namibia. It is 35-5. Namibia get the second half underway with a kick across to England on the 22. That's nicely pulled in from Voitov. Gets his first touch of the second half. Karma goes short. Banahan looks for a little bit of room around the breakdown. Takes just a couple of metres. Nicholls flirting around that breakdown, and they get a good ball away, and Edward finds room as well. Looks outside for Nathan Nicholls, and this will be all over Red Rover pretty quickly as well, as the speed of Nathan Nicholls finds himself up and over in for another try. Too easy for England, and all it is a gentle high five between the players, because that is job done very, very simply by the men today in red. The numbers game out wide, and Atwood does what he does best in open space, keeps on going, draws the fullback and fires it out to the finisher, number 1 in the world, Nathan Nicholls. Well, he's scoring tries for fun in the Rugby World Cup this season. And England look in ominously good form thanks to it. An easy one right out in front for him. One of the easiest of the day, and he makes no mistake about that. Over she goes. And that puts the score into the 40s now. It is 42-5. England doing this one quite easy. Well, it's only been 4 minutes since they were back here kicking off, and they're here again now. Namibia, this time they claim their own kick-off, and they shrug away one defender as well. Williams going for a little joyride. Nicholls, though, he remembers one thing, he's still got to do work on the defence. And Namibia come wide. Here's another chance for try number 2. Left side, plenty of room, but just put down. Covering across there, Armitage doing some work, a little chip over the top. This will be too deep, too far, and a wasted chance by Namibia. Wow, they could have been celebrating 2 tries against England, but they have really stuffed that one up. A last-ditch effort from what looked like out there Armitage or Banahan. I think it was one of those two as Nicholls kicks off from the 22. Back underway we go. Shadow one by the fullback, finds just short of the 10-metre line. And Namibia have it back. Nicholls finally completes that tackle down. Namibia get it behind again, but just don't hit the speed. Covering back there was Banahan, had that covered, but they look dangerously good at the moment, Namibia. Look at them go. Slicing and dicing through this English defence, but they just can't find that finishing touch. Nicholls, first receiver, plants this one downfield over halfway, almost at 22. Oh, mistake there from Namibia. Schoolboy errors at the back from Bota. And there was the pass and a thunderous tackle from Stanley as well.
Set.
But you've really got to keep that ball alive. Namibia, England piling it's big scrum from them as well. They look wide quickly. Armitage looking for support, finds Nicholls, shrugs away 1 and 2. Oh, the offload, very good. Cover in the middle. This will be another one for the scrum half. That is an emphatic play from England. They could have gone outside. They went, in fact, inside. And Karma dots down for a second of the match. Shingler goes nicely wide, but there's this ball here from Armitage, and it's 2-3 defender beaten by Nathan Nicholls. They put it on a platter for Karma. Shingler did well. This is it here. Bang, and bang, bang, bang. The triple whammy from Nathan Nicholls. And Karma is the one to celebrate success. And if they can get those guys firing, we've talked about it a couple times already in today's episode. They're going to come up against the big boys, and it starts with France in their second to last pool match. But playoff rugby, they need everyone performing. They cannot rely too heavily on Mr. Nicholls. 49 is up though, and with still 25 minutes to go, 50 looks pretty much guaranteed for England. And it is amazing, isn't it? With a game like this where Namibia have been well and truly playing very well, they are still getting absolutely pumped. A pick and go from Karma as Williams goes to the right. Shingler goes short to Armitage. He goes inside and Nicholls runs over the top of him. He's all alone. A little chip over the top. The chase is coming in. Nicholls offloads nicely. It's got to be another try. Williams isn't. I think the loose hit prompts him for 2. Ridiculously good finish there from Jeffrey Williams. But it was all created by Nicholls, who got in behind them, running over the top of Armitage, chip over the top, couldn't regather on the full, went for the bounce, and Williams just had one man to beat. And it was the fullback, Botha. This was good though, over the top, and then the support play, exceptional. And of all people to be there on hand, Jeffrey Williams. Another double in this match for an English player. How about a prop hat-trick? Wouldn't that get the media going? We almost hit the hour mark, but we have hit the half century for England. 54-5, make it 56. Another 2 by Nicholls, who is absolutely piling on the points here today against the Minnows from Namibia. But they are the first team to score against England in this World Cup, so they got some pride to take home with them. But that is on the end of an absolute thrashing. Armitage half break as he takes the kick off, and Edward finds support of Nicholls, who got a real hospital pass here and loses the ball. And here come Namibia again, charging through the defence. Took 2 English defenders to pull him down. Well, the defence is pretty broken up here for England, as here come Namibia again. Out wide, they find space on this right side defence, but Banahan puts him in touch. A promising chance there for Namibia. Imagine if they could get double figures. That would just be amazing for the team. Edward takes it at the front, and England look to fire it through the back line. Now it's up to Armitage, who straightens things up, draws it out defender, away to Nathan Nicholls, one to beat, and he beats him quite simply, and he scoots away for yet another try for himself, and another try for England. 60 is up, and this is domination. Superb work once again from Guy Armitage, who has been outstanding today in midfield. He set up tries, he scored them himself as well. But that really was all him. He straightened up, drew the last 2 defenders who converged on him, and when you got the speed of Nathan Nicholls outside, there's nowhere else to go. You give it to the speedster. He's having a field day out there today, is Nicholls. This red outfit. Well, it's turning heads, isn't it, with this performance? Another one from right in front as we look towards the last 10 minutes of the match. Ticking over 67. 63 is the score, though, to 5. Namibia getting a pounding. They would have loved to score a second, but it looks extremely unlikely now. Back underway we go. A little short kick off, and Flatov, first one there. Grabs it in for England. Kama goes back. Shingler having a bit of a scamper around there, and he's found plenty of numbers as well. Here comes Bankson. Oh, this is ridiculous. The tight end pump. He sunset the fullback, and he'll go all the way. What a try for England. Bankson scores one of the most ridiculous tries in Rugby World Cup history. Watch this, a little shimmy away to the left, and the speed as he just has enough to get it over the line. An amazing try. Well, we've seen some absolute crackers here today, but this one takes the cake. Simply outstanding. Just the whereabouts to know what he had to do to get to that line after doing a ridiculous step to put it past the fullback. Fairy tale stuff by the England props here today. 3 tries between the 2 of them, and we still haven't clicked over 70, yet the scoreboard has 70 points to 5. It's been a flurry of tries here by England. And Nicholls not the only one doing the damage, everyone else getting involved as well. Kick off again. 70 minutes is finally gone past. And Nicholls looks left side. Could he do it again? No. This time he's put down. Inside the 22, it's slow ball here for England. Shingler goes away to Nicholls, who drives this one to the middle of the park. Right centre field, they look left and right, and given in all the balls come free. Chance for England to capitalise on the error, but Namibia do well to keep it in their own pockets. One last play for the road here by England. They get away on the left side, Namibia. And Nicholls quickly closes that opportunity down over the touchline. But you've got to give them credit here, Namibia. They've had chances, and they've made chances as well to put away points. And amazingly, this stage of the game, we still haven't got our set plays right either. Atwood has been a rock out in the field. Has he? No, he's lost that one. I was going to give him credit for being solid in the line out, but he has lost that ball. And Namibia have another chance to play it for the final 4 minutes. It's been a quiet one for England this last 10 as Namibia get all the ball they could dream of now, and they cut away through the middle. Good covering there from Karma, puts them down right on halfway. They go open side, taking on man on defence, and a big tackle drags them away. Oh, Voitov's turned this over as well. Here's Atwood. He's looking out to the right-hand side. Nicholls doesn't really know what's going on, but it's Bernard who is picked up and repaying the favour, being deposited into touch. Set piece has been solid by Namibia. And once again, they deliver to the back of the line-out. Can they do one last good play before this match is all over? They've cut in half again. England's defence has looked average at times. They just have covered nicely away. Left side this time. There's no room through there, but a great pass offers him in behind the defence of England. 82 minutes about to click over. This one on the left side. It's got to be a turnover here. Surely. No. Namibia hang on once more. They've got a little bit left to offer here. On halfway, England try and turn it over. They just want to get home. They can't afford an injury or something silly to happen now. The job is done. They've just got to finish it. Do they just need Namibia score? I doubt that's going to happen. There's a break. He's isolated. Got to be a turnover, England. You've got to turn that over. Short plays. Keeping it tight. Looking for room. Oh, my goodness. He has demolished a couple of English defenders there. Still they go on, Namibia. Tucked back inside. Looking towards the 22. Making it happen now. One last piece of glory for Namibia. Inside the 22 now. Can they do it? Oh, the stamp was beautiful. And the offload was just as pretty. Now they give it to the Tide boys and they charge up the guts. Well, they're probably only about 15 metres out now. They've got numbers here. It's 3 on 2. It's got to go here. Nicholls covers. It's come inside. Oh, they shut down the cover defence. Jeffrey Williams getting involved. Slip back inside.
Release.
And it's all Namibia to close this one out. We're almost 90 minutes in. England can't find the ball. Oh, the switch of plays is working superbly. They are just 3 metres away. Short side. Oh, Atwood is all over that. And it's come back to Karma. And Nicholls says, I've had enough. That is just too much for the heart of the fullback. He doesn't want to concede again. And England hold on valiantly at the death. But wow, what a matchup. Plenty of tries, plenty of chances. But you've got to say, Namibia, take a bow for entertaining rugby. They knew the change of directions worked well against this English defence, and Nicholls, he doesn't cover too well when they switch back, and they use that to full effect here against England. 10 tries to 1 though. Namibia getting the 1 through Dames, but it was 10 going to England. Blanchett and Stanley scoring 1 apiece. Williams and Karma getting 2 each, but it was Nicholls with 4 tries and 10 conversions. That is 20 points for the tries, 20 points for the conversions, 40 points for Mr. Nicholls, 70 points to 5, the final score. England doing it big here over Namibia. So on to the full-time stats, and it was not pretty reading for the losing team. Namibia here, just 31% of possession, 42% of territory. They were outplayed by a much better team. But what you don't see in those stats is the passion, it's the heart is the trying attempts that this team put out there on the field. They did take a big injury of Ballbringer. I hope them all the best that he's fully fit as soon as possible for them. But they did look dangerous in passages throughout this match, and you can see why they have a win to their name already. They are an entertaining side and a good team against England here today. Before the English, they've got to step it up again. 70 points to 5 is big, but you've got to finish those off. As for Mr. Nicholls, 4 tries, 10 conversions, 3 line breaks, 2 offloads, 7 tackles as well, and he won a contest. It is all round a good day for Nathan Nicholls. A good performance as well. We'll be hoping for something in the 9s, definitely, for this one. High 9s, I'd say, as well, especially with 4 tries and only 3 line breaks as well. So a lot coming from the rest of the team doing the hard yards as well, which is a big highlight of this match. The team performed well altogether. But Nicholls, of course, with 40 points altogether, once again for England, was the star and then win versus Namibia. Well, it's always a positive to come back here and to see a full board of green for Nathan Nicholls. Running meters, a big pile here, 385. He only needed 69. Didn't make any handling errors, made 7 tackles, required 5 of those as well. Kicking meters got absolutely hammered. 309 in total we made, which just destroyed what was required from us as well. And then down the bottom, you'll see line breaks capped off. A very impressive performance by Nathan Nicholls. Overall on the stats, you see plenty of improvements here. 0.5 on fitness, 0.7 on speed and acceleration. They should be maxed now. They will be very, very close, if not maxed. Aggression gets 0.1, as does tackling. It is breaking, tackles, and passing that jump up with 0.3 each. 0.2 goes on kicking and goal kicking. We get 0.8 on catching, 0.1 on strength, and 0.3 on mental. Big stat increases from a really top performance by Nathan Nicholls. On to his performance, and as we expected here, a 9.73. That is a very, very good display by Nicholls. 3 points for the tries, full mark for running meters as well, and all over just a really impressive display from Nathan. To get up in those 9s, that is what we expect for the rest of the season and for the future as well. Match performance gets a big tick as well. It's 5 out of 5 from our objectives. Alrighty, so what has happened in the Rugby World Cup since our last match? USA getting the win there over Tonga as number 1. Still doing that stupid thing with the play kicker and captain and all that sort of stuff. But next up is the big match. England versus France. This is the big one. This is what it's all come down to. You can see on the right side, England, France, both on 15 points. This is what the World Cup is going to come down to in pool play for us. If we're going to top the pool, we need to beat France. And then we have a nice simple one to finish off with as well before wrapping up the pool play and moving on. Either way, we're safe, surely, unless Samoa can pull off an upset and we lose to France. That is the only worst case scenario that we could come up with here. Otherwise, though, the win here against France will put us firmly into the next round of the competition, of course, which will be quarterfinals of the Rugby World Cup. Okay, so let's check out the tables. We can see we've already looked at our table, really. England on 15, France on 15. We've got a big points differential above them, though. Samoa doing all right there on 11 as well. Namibia, Belgium, Portugal round their pool out in Pool 2. New Zealand doing it nicely, but Georgia steaming up just 2 points behind. USA, Canada, Italy, and Tonga round out that table. Tongans disappointing there. In Pool 3, Australia and South Africa. No surprises there, but there is a big lead for the Wallabies. Bonus points proving to be a trouble there. In Pool 4, Ireland, Argentina, Wales, Scotland, Spain, and Uruguay. Wow, Scotland having a shocker, as are Wales, but it is all Ireland, Argentina there. Any upsets from our last match? Here it is. Namibia, we got USA over Tonga, saw that one there. Australia went up over Japan, big. Wales over Spain, nothing there. Tonga, Samoa, Namibia. Tonga, though, going down to Georgia, 24-18. Upset of round 4 so far. Australia and Wales picking up wins over Romania and Uruguay as well. Nothing special to see there from that round. So let's wrap up today's episode with a look at Nathan Nicholls. And yes, there it is. 100 speed, 100 acceleration. That is what we've been dreaming of for so long. We've finally smashed it as well. Aggression sits up on 99. And then we have another 100 with kicking before a 98 on goal kicking and a 98 on mental and fitness as well. So those two, surely by the end of the World Cup, we can smack those ones out and end on a high. But that is it for today's episode of Nathan Nicholls' Be a Pro Rugby World Cup. We are looking very, very nice with one more game, big game against France next round before Samoa in the final match of pool play. But that is it for me today. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage today of the matchup, and we'll see you again very, very soon for the remaining games of pool play before we get into the real tournament, that is the quarterfinals of Rugby World Cup 2019. But until then, thank you for tuning in and watching. Hope you're enjoying, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.